Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Sales Unscripted podcast. My name is Margaret Henney.
I'm Bryan Neal.
And we are here for your listening pleasure every week, as we do. You're not seeing me. I'm doing funny hand motions already.
Oh, I'm seeing you. I thought you were talking to me. You always do funny hand motions.
I was like, you're already giving me a weird
No, I thought my
look
mic was
straight
like,
out of the gate.
my mic was sinking.
No, mine's a
know,
little
so.
bit sinking. It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a couple weeks, actually.
You haven't. Are you getting nervous? I feel like you're nervous.
Why
You're
do you
nervous.
know
I can
me
tell.
so
I know
well?
you really well. I can tell you're just sort of.
The lights are
you're a little
hot and I'm
anxious.
sweating.
No, but you're getting close to your wedding, aren't you?
I am getting close to my wedding. It's
what-
less than 3 months.
I know, it's crazy.
It seems insane.
We so have you been have you done the wedding cake testing thing yet?
No, because I've told you this, remember?
What?
No cake at my wedding.
You're not having cake at your wedding?
No, I hate cake.
Well, I love cake.
I know. You said this. You were like, I'm glad I'm
I
not
know.
invited.
So the
'cause
good
I
news
want
is we
cake.
have great listeners who listen to our show who know us really well, and I've got a surprise for you. Let's crack this bad boy open, shall
What
we?
is this?
Well, we're just going to have to see. So you know that we have really good listeners.
Yeah.
So pay really close attention to what we do.
Uh-huh.
You want to open this, don't you?
I do.
You're watching me not open. It's not really a gift
Oh, you
for
do.
No,
Is it a gift for us?
Yeah. You know this is one of my things in life, that I can't open things.
I don't know that
Very
this is a
bad
thing.
opening things.
Well, you need keys instead of that pen. You need
Yeah, well, I had
keys
keys.
to like.
I brought them. So I'm opening a package. We have really great listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you said again about your wedding.
I'm not having cake because I don't enjoy cake. We're having pie because I'm a pie girl, and which I find reasonable. You find ridiculous.
I do.
But that's why we make a good
So-
team, I guess.
We are going to do some wedding cake testing today. How about that? So
Oh my God!
How about, isn't that great?
Oh my gosh!
Look who it's
Okay,
from.
this is so sweet.
How fun is
Flirt
this?
with dessert,
That's what I'm
made with
talking about.
love.
And
Get
looky
out of here! Flirt
Would
with
ya
dessert. That is.
looky here. So
Oh
this is from
my!
our friends at Flirt with Dessert down in Savannah, Georgia.
What?
And one of our listeners, her name is Amy, and another one of our clients, Dee. Dee and her daughter owned this little business.
Are they like getting
And they're
ready
like,
to change
"We're
my
gonna
mind
give you
about
guys
cake?
some cake testing.
Look at this: white chocolate raspberry, chocolate peanut butter, lemon blueberry, carrot cake, red velvet,
yummy?
and caramel bourbon.
Now we just have one
Or
problem.
caramel bourbon, however you want to say that. And they said enjoy. That is literally
Now
the
here's what's
nicest
going to happen. We're going to
thing.
taste this cake, and you
Yeah?
know what's going to happen, don't you?
I'm going to get cake.
Well, yeah, you're going to like.
I'm
Now,
going to
we
want a
don't have
cake.
spoon.
Oh, no. Do you have a spoon?
I don't have a spoon.
What the heck are we
There's got to
going to
be something
do?
up here for a spoon, isn't there?
Oh, should we just use our
Can I use the
fingers?
straw?
Is
Yeah,
that
I think
so
we'll-
rude?
No, that's all right. Just
Oh. I'll
delve
just
into it a
dab.
little bit.
This is like a...
Oh my God! You tell me you're not having cake now,
Wait,
Tell me-
switch. This is the peanut butter. That one's the peanut butter.
dude. I told you.
Which one's this one?
Oh my God!
Is this one like the lemon blueberry?
Does it really matter?
This is the nicest thing.
Isn't it great? Now tell me again. You're having pie, right?
Now
you
I'm
taste
like,
this shit? Oh my
should I?
God! This has to be red velvet. Is it red velvet?
Flirt with dessert. You guys are like, here, let me put this up here. Where the heck's the
there.
camera? What
Oh
am I
my
doing?
God.
Check it out.
All right. Yeah, how good is that?
Thank you guys.
So Dee and Dee's daughter. Look at
I
that. Made
am
with love. Isn't that
blown
great?
away. That is so
Dee
so
Roundtree,
sweet.
Ashley Robbins from Flirt with Desserts. Everybody call Flirt with Dessert in Savannah, Georgia. They're not even like a paid sponsor, but they sent this nice thing. And our friend Amy Cerruti, who listens, is the one who pulled this off.
Amy, thanks.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh man, you guys.
So I'll go get spoons after we're done here.
I feel a little bit teary.
Yeah, at least you should.
This is I like really.
You feel guilty, don't you?
I do feel guilty. I feel
having
guilty,
pie.
and I feel emotional. Thank
you're
you,
getting
thank you.
married.
That's so sweet. God, I can't wait to
Isn't
eat
that
those
awesome?
afterwards.
See? Now, why
Let's
would you not
go.
have wedding cake at your wedding?
Well, now what am I gonna say? I mean, who wouldn't want to have this? They're delicious.
Yeah. So where are you getting married?
San Diego, which
Right.
you were just there.
Oh, I was. We'll talk about that next time.
Oh, okay. All
It was
right.
too much
Stay
time, but-
tuned.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is we could ship some of this out there. I bet they would ship it. That'd
Well,
be
I
nice.
love these little containers that they
Aren't they
came
fun?
in. That's
See,
so
cute.
nice.
It's very Savannah, isn't it?
It is.
How good is that?
Oh man. I'm so
God. All right, we need to
excited.
do a topic.
Okay.
It's really hard for me. You know, I love wedding cake.
I know.
That's the whole deal.
I know.
I literally can't even concentrate.
Our whole topic could be about wedding cake flavors and what we should have.
Oh my
so.
God, look at this one. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Here,
So
come.
the topic, I'm gonna open this one. The topic is talking about sales renewals, but the real topic here. Wait, this is the peanut butter one again. Give me that one.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Give me that one.
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I already a bridezilla?
Smash my finger off.
Oh my God. What? That's like a
Derek
cream
like
cheese
cake?
frosting.
Stupid
Of course
good,
he
isn't
likes
it?
cake.
Stupid good. All right, topic. Let's go.
Okay. We're talking about sales renewals and licking our fingers.
God, that was good.
Okay. And I brought this up to you because I was like, hey, is this even something we should talk about? Because, so just candidly,
Yep.
right before we get on, we're like, hey, what are we going to talk about? We throw out a couple ideas. You guys know how it is. It's
Truth.
unscripted.
Right.
And I was like, does it make sense to talk about sales renewal? Because not everybody is in that,
Right.
right? You might be in a role where you're selling, it's a one and done, or maybe you're moving on to the next thing and handing off to somebody else on your team. But in a lot of the sales roles that I've been in, it's not just a one-time thing. Like I'm coming back to it again, either the next year or
Yes.
next quarter or whatever that might be, right? So you are constantly selling all the time.
Yes.
And of course it's easier, as they say, to keep a customer than it is to like go out and get a new one, and
Yes.
certainly a lot
And way
cheaper.
Way cheaper. I'm glad we said that at the same time.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Because people don't think that way.
No,
It's
it's-
way cheaper
I know.
to get more from an existing client than to find a new one, isn't it? That's great.
But you do in some ways have to treat
I
it
know.
like a new
I
sale
know.
every time, right? Where you can't just say, you know, hey, are you ready to like make your order again? Like you're not an order taker, right?
No.
We're being like true salespeople here. So I'm curious how you prepare for a renewal, if that's something that you've had to do in the past
Oh, 100%.
too.
That's all I've had to do.
Okay, great.
I mean, I've had one client I've had that's not continuous, but I did my first contract with them in 1998.
Oh my.
How about that? I'm still working with them now.
I love
Isn't that
it.
Crazy. And then
awesome.
continuous is 19 years.
Wow.
It'll be 19 years in November.
That's awesome.
So have I had to renew? Yes, 100%. Yes,
Just
yes,
a few
yes,
times.
Yes. So I think right now, though, market-wise, like to put a little context around it, it's really important because it's hard to
Yes.
find new, and people are pausing and waiting, and they're not committing, especially to new.
Yeah,
And so
true.
you got to take care of what you got. Now the
Exactly.
good news is the stuff that you got, they've already got the math on return or whatever they're getting for that.
Yep.
So it's easier for them to see the economic side of it, to say, oh, this is a really good,
Right.
economic deal for us to do more of this. But here's the mistake people make. When we get this kind of scarcity vibe in the marketplace,
Yeah.
then we go into fear-based mode where we hunker down, and a lot of people avoid renewal conversations
Oh
because
my
they're afraid
God.
if they bring them up, they're going to like cancel, not renew, say no, or else say, are we good? Are we good? Okay, like no news is good news.
100%.
That's really, really, really dangerous to me.
Yeah,
that to me is when people
100%.
do start to fade.
Yeah.
It's when you don't go after them. You just got to talk. And again, these people, you've already proven to some degree what you can do for a client or a company like that. And so to me, these are the times that you double down, and within reason, with good intention always, though. That's
Of course.
You got to always have good intention. If you listen to Sales Unscripted, that's mandatory, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the first bit, is to not go and hide.
Right.
I think people in this market go and hide, even from renewals. I think they go into like, well, no news is good news. Let's just don't rock the boat. Let's just like let it be.
Wait, I have something to add about that.
Please, yeah, I like it.
Because now, not always, right? Because like hopefully you're involved and you have an idea about what's going on, but like you may also make an assumption about how something is going for them, right? Where you're
that's
like,
good.
hey, for
Yes.
whatever reason.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about this from a software standpoint, right?
Yep.
So co-video, I might have someone who, let's say they only send out one video every month, which is not that much, right? I would be like, oh
Yep.
my God, they're not using it. They're not finding the value, whatever it might be. I might go and have a conversation with them about renewal, and they're like, you would not believe how effective those 12 videos
Right.
have been for
100%.
me. They have
Yes.
earned me this business, or
Yes.
I've saved this deal, or whatever, right? So it's, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you have to have that conversation, and don't make those assumptions without talking to them about it. But also you do have to be prepared for whatever it is that they might say.
Yep.
And resist the urge to deny their experience.
Say that again.
Resist
Sounds very
the-
fancy.
I know this sounds very therapy of me.
It does. Go ahead.
Everyone has their own experience,
on.
but like resist the urge to deny their experience and to hear them out, because on the flip side of that, you might think, I've got this in the bag, and then you talk to them and they say, hey, for whatever, no, it wasn't effective because of this or whatever. Listen to that and dig deep and ask some great questions about why, because I tend to get defensive in those situations, especially when I think I'm going into it and I got it made in the shade.
Oh, as the salesperson?
Yeah, as a salesperson.
Oh, yeah, right.
As
That's
the
bad.
salesperson.
It's really bad.
Thanks.
Well, no, it just is. I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying I appreciate it coming
That's
clean.
bad.
We'll reverse the therapy here. There's two things popped out from what you said for me. The first is the restart has to be run through the sales process again. It just does, because the problems that we had and we're fixing 18 months ago are not the ones we have now. They're new and they're different,
for
right?
sure.
And everything can be modified and retooled up, down, or stay the same.
Great point.
So we have to have some space around that. Those two things pop out for me. So number one, you got to go back through the process. I think too often we just sort of go, okay, we're good now, or we love you. Is everything still good with co-video? Yeah, we're still using it. Power users, okay. We're just going to renew the contract. Like use Blind Zebra as the example. So we're power users of co-video.
Yeah.
We're adding 2 new salespeople here in a a little bit. So wouldn't it be great to
Can
get
I
them
help
up
you
to
with
speed?
that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's part of the deal. But here's what's validating for me. We just had we run peer groups for VPs of sales. Right. So we just had a meeting this morning, 7 VPs of sales. We're talking. We did kind of this round robin. Everyone kind of is in the same boat. Not everyone, but 65% of the room is we need help with sales all the way through the funnel.
Right.
Top,
right.
middle, bottom.
Right.
So we just brainstormed some ideas to help. One of the ideas that came up was video. Right? To help, move the thing forward. It came up specifically with when you have someone who won't let you be in the room with
my
stakeholders,
God,
right? So you've
yes.
got a champion. They're like,
Totally.
I got it. I'm going to go present it to the senior leadership team. Salesperson says, can I come? They say, no, I got it. Let's do a video. So I'm working with a woman who works for a very, very huge, very well-known company that has a CRM that has a headquarters in here.
I wonder what
I'm not
it
going to
is.
mention who it is. And she's awesome. And she's really, really open coaching. She's a really badass person. And I asked her, I said, do you ever send videos? And she said, and she started to kind of avoid my question. I've known her a long time. She gave me this answer about how she sends a email over and puts some things in so that the champion can take it to the senior leader. She did tell me all the stuff she does.
Yeah.
And I go, do you send a video?
Yeah.
I asked the same question twice. She goes, I don't. I suck at video. And I thought she meant she sucks like how she looks on the video.
Yeah.
She meant she sucks at doing video.
Actually doing it. Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's
the point is, if you that company is struggle bussing right now. So you're co-video, and you're like, they're really struggling right now. Their numbers are down. I'm like, that's the whole reason to go and expand, because they're not doing this stuff. And you make an assumption like, oh, they know what they're doing. They don't.
Right.
They don't.
Yeah,
She said,
yeah.
I got proof. And their numbers are off. So they got to do something different.
so they need the help.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I think we get a little too shy and bashful in a deal like this to go with good intention, assertive with people, and say,
Right.
you need to be doing this. Retention, video for retention.
Yep. Well, and it's a
Right?
great opportunity too, because, you might think, even if you're like, hey, it's only my job to renew, exactly what they were doing, know,
Right.
but if you come in and stay really curious, which is one of my biggest things, genuine curiosity, not just about what's going on with you and how they work with you. Tell me about what's going on in your business right now.
Yes.
What are you struggling with? What's going well? And then you, from that consultative perspective, right, can say, oh, that's really interesting. I wonder if we could help you do X, Y, and Z, right? So
Yes.
then you get to be a problem solver with them in a way that you don't throughout the rest of the year. It's a great time to just have that check mark.
100%. So I have it to do
Oh, good.
for the listeners.
I was like, for me, is it eat
Well,
more
it could be for you.
cake?
That will have that.
Okay,
Yeah,
great,
we're definitely
good.
going to eat cake on the second
good,
episode too.
good,
today.
good, good.
So you're listening to this. You're driving around. You're going, okay. I'm hearing you, and yes, I may have had my head in the sand. I may have been avoiding some of these things. So what I want you to do is go into your CRM, just take inventory of this, of the people that you've been avoiding that are renewal-ish, okay?
Yeah.
And I want you to make a little list of those who should go upstream, meaning do more with you, those who should stay the same, and here's the little kicker, you should also evaluate those who may want to come down for whatever reason. Maybe their industry's been hit really hard, or like in your case, this is tough. And I know your company really well.
Yeah.
You got usage metrics that say Brian Neal has sent 1 co-video in the last 18 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're kind of like,
Shame,
right?
Brian.
Yeah. And so you either got to coach me up, or at some point, like, Brian,
Yeah.
if you're only going to send 1 video every 18 months, dude, keep your $80 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is this the best thing
Exactly,
for you? Right.
Exactly. Cut it what it is. I know a lot of people are scared of that because they're like, oh, we're going backwards. I think that's good intention. I think that comes back karmically to you. So those 3 things are for you to think about. Those in this environment who should be doing more that are renewal oriented, those who should stay the same, and those who we may think should do less. and it just starts to sort them out for you, so you know what you're doing. Versus going to every single one of them generically and go, hey, because if I do put some thought behind it, I can say, hey, I really want to talk to you about using video. I'm being you for a second on the retention side of the house. Because right now, churn is at like an all-time high, and people are trying to stand out. Access is difficult. We don't think there's a better tool than video. So I want to talk to you about rolling over from not just your sales team, but also into your CS team.
Right.
And now you go from the sales team is struggling, your client sales team, to all of a sudden co-video just adds 20 new seats because you roll the CS team into.
Exactly.
That to me is magic right now.
Because you had great intention around it too,
yes,
right?
and
You came in,
thoughtfulness.
asked great questions, and people really appreciate. It's sort of like your New Year's Eve opportunity to do a look back, right? You know,
totally.
whenever that renewal is, it's like, hey, let's talk about how the last year went, or quarter, or whatever it is, fill in the blank, and you get to get them talking and reflecting and saying, because sometimes, let's be honest, we're just trying to do our day to day, right? They're not evaluating thing constantly. Like, you need to ask great questions so that they can reflect on it, and then you can help decide, hey, do we continue? Do we grow from here? Or is it maybe time for us to say our tour of duty with each other is done?
Could be done.
Yeah. That's okay.
Last thing.
Yeah.
I just realized that we video these.
Yeah. You just realized that we video because we're looking at ourselves on camera.
I know. You know what I didn't do though? I literally, this is going to be bad.
What?
Well, have you ever seen yourself eat frosting with your fingers?
Oh,
it's going to look
man.
awful. And neither of us were looking at the camera when we did that. And it literally just hit me. So I was going to grab one of these things. I'm like, oh my God. Like, we're literally. Like,
I'm thinking about it right now because this is the outtake that Nick is going to take.
Awful.
And he's going to put it on TikTok. And we're going to look like two doofuses.
Two Indiana hillbillies eating
with
frosting
their fingers.
One. Oh, you even got a fork? Oh, we'll just use our finger. Okie dokie. Jesus. This is awful.
We need to sign off.
I'm telling you, it's awful.
Oh my God.
We're going to do this. I'm going to go down and get some proper forks. We're going to eat these next ones like civil human beings.
Okay, perfect.
And then
you guys stop avoiding your renewals. We'll stop avoiding using utensils.
Truth. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.